Hi guys, Chris Ashley. Welcome back to Passion for the Wild and Wonderful. Today I want to go over part 2 of the series that we've started on push-pull box calls as well as the paddle style box call. And today we'll go over the paddle style box call. If you haven't seen part 1, go back before you watch the rest of this video and watch the information and background of prepping your calls as well as using those push-pull box calls before you watch this video. Otherwise, what we'll do is go into some of the basic calls associated with using a paddle style box call. Alright, so with the mini Jenny here, or the paddle box call as I call it, that I like to do, with it, there's a variety of calls. Now, with this one here being double-sided, I don't do what some people do of holding it tight on maybe the top, or on the bottom, I'm sorry, and popping the top. I don't generally do that with this call. Maybe if it was a single-sided one I do, but for me, generally my calling is like this. I feel like I have better control going this way. Now some people will hold the box in one hand and go this way. I don't have as good a control, at least, and I don't think I can do, especially cutting, as fast. Now, if I wanted to maybe do a slow yelp, or not a slow yelp, but maybe attempt to do a purr on a box call like this, which I'll be honest, I don't generally like purrs done on a paddle style call like this. I can hold it this way and just drag it across slowly. To try to simulate the purr. Like I said, I don't think, at least with this call, that it sounds that good. But what I'll do is we'll just go through some of the basic calls here with this. So for me, one of the things with box call is just a cluck, and it's just a simple with the box. And then if I want to do it quieter, I just don't strike as hard. And then if I want to go ahead and I can do a soft tree yelp with this. Soft tree yelp is not as loud, not as aggressive as a standard yelp when you're on the ground or the birds are on the ground. And it's just, again, just saying, hey, I'm right here, I'm in the tree, I'm waking up, before long I'm going to be flying down. Okay, so with it, generally I like to use either my mouth call or this call to simulate the fly down cackle, and that's what we'll do next with this. Generally just a couple clucks, high pitched, rapid, and then a series of clucks simulating the bird coming down. And here's it goes. Okay, so we'll do that again. So again, a couple clucks to set it up, fly down, and then a little bit of silence. Once they're on the ground, they get set up, maybe some clucks again, and a yelp. Series of clucks, fly down. That's the fly down cackle. So next what I'll do is just go over what would be the standard yelp, and for that I have no problem doing it either way, whether it be holding it and doing the yelp this way, or my preference is to hold it. Again, I think I have way more control and speed with doing it this way. And then if I want to quiet it down, not so loud, I can cup a little bit harder on the box and try to tone it down. And again, I can change how loud I am also by just how hard I'm striking. But let's go ahead and put that together now, and I'll do a series of clucks with the yelp to simulate cutting. And again, I'm aggressive on my clucks. I'll break up some of my yelps, and again, that's just me trying to get that gobbler fired up, especially after he's flown down. Generally, it's just a few clucks, maybe a tree yelp or two when they're on the roost, but on the ground, I like to get them fired up with some cuts, make sure they're hammering, and then I'll shut up and go to purrs and soft clucks every now and then, or just try to go silent and see if they come in on their own. So here's some cuts. So that's the cut. And then one last call that you can do with this box call that's double-sided, let's say. I generally don't do it, but I guess if it's a last-ditch effort, you can consider it, and that would be switching it up to go ahead with the rubber band and trying to simulate a gobble. And so again, you're just trying to get it to work across both of those paddle or box edges and simulating a gobble. So we'll do it one more time. That's pretty much the basics for me of what I do with both the paddle style as well as the push-pull. So I hope you find this helpful. If you did, please subscribe, like the channel, ring that bell, and I'll provide you some more content. If you haven't seen it, I've got another video that'll be out on some of the basic calls being applied on a slate, and I'll also have one that should be out on how to use and do the basic calls with a diaphragm. So thanks for joining me. My name's Chris Ashley, and I wish you luck out in the woods.